blessing now. Promises and wish you. Trust me, it's been different now. No rings for the things I go missing now. Promises and wish.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers continue to move through the season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 on the year. It's the Texans going up against the Chargers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, here's Watson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now Benjamin. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a up of 16 and a Charger first. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. They start the drive with a give to Powell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the... And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that player is able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now Rivers. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Here's Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bend. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Detroit!
Rivers now on 2nd down. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he'll bang that one through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 21-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Christian Kirksey able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Let's go.
To the air yet again. Watson. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the 1st down yardage there. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. Watson on 1st down. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. Underneath for Miller. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Again, it's Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. Out of the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Mobility is often a good thing for a quarterback. Rarely do you think it's a bad thing. Getting outside of the pocket often breaks down defenses. But you still have to set and throw.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't lose your mechanics even though you're outside the pocket.
And there with the pressure coming, that made that extra tough. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Now Watson from the gun, he'll throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast. but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Nifty move there on the run, but ultimately brought down at the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 3rd and short yardage, Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And this will be taken at the 13. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Here's Watson, operating from the gun, being chased out left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
On 2nd down, Rivers again. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
After the interception, here's Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And picked up by the Chargers. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is right through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, Watson. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Watson trying to get his guys moving.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Lamar Miller, the 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Texans have broken the tie. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Going deep for Benjamin. He's got him in. Complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. J.J. Watt. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now it's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Rivers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Pushing through tacklers at the 30. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Again, it's Miller. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Now he's forced out left. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Let's go!
first down carry now for Miller. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. On first down, Watson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. From the gun, here's Watson. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Miller looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Watson. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Bruce Ellington, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And now out comes Houston. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. To throw on second is Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, a 22. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Bruce Ellington with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans will extend their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass.
They've got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Rivers eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, Rivers. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. He's at the 30. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, his third touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Rivers to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 6 yards to go here on 2nd down. Play action now. Rivers. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. 3rd and long for Rivers. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this Texans defense stands tall. They begin with a run by Miller. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll run it again with Miller. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Third and long, it's Watson. Buying time to his left. Caught left side, Hopkins. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Lamar Miller. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Watson to throw on 3rd down. Underneath for Miller. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.